I don't think I've ever seen anyone slow Andrew Gilding down. But that's what I sense with Mensah Suljovic. He dictated the pace round about that 3-all that you were talking about when he began to take control.
140.
And visually, you can see he's just taking his time, just approaching the jockey. So maybe that's a strategy he's going to use. But I would say Rob Cross he's cunning, he's clever, he's a good match player, and that won't affect him.
45.
Yeah. I think that's
Robbie require 170.
a fairly succinct assessment of where we are with Suljovic, but Cross down to a finish first on the Suljovic throw. 17 for tops. For the early break, and Suljovic on a bogey number as well, so didn't have to take it out there and then, but it helps that he does. It just gives him a little bit of impetus. And
great to see Chizzy earlier as well. He was heard him talking to Belgian TV, and he was how much it was of a proud winner he was to win it last year. This is good. This is really good stuff from Mensah Suljovic. He's very, very difficult to play. Sometimes you don't know when to watch him as his legs are kicking all over. You actually think he's throwing a bad dart because he's almost flinging himself to the dartboard, but he's playing some good stuff right now.
105.
yeah, and you just think it may have been a different story had he not been allowed the opportunity to get back on the terms, or back on terms at one apiece, when Rob Cross had that good opportunity for a 2-0 lead. But look at that once again. I mean, Suljovic took out double 14 early on yesterday. We talked about his versatility on the finishing, but it is such a reliable friend for him, isn't it, when he turns that way? Well, maybe gambled a little bit too much by going so close to the second dart in the bed, but by the way, points on the floor.
100.
You could just see him sort of placing it in the area the way those first two darts. When you mentioned in your introduction to this game, you know, this was a Premier League match-up in 2018 and 19. They've played each other on the
140.
in the Grand Prix and the Grand Slam of darts.
130.
It just feels like a really important moment for these two players. Wonderful dart on the 130. He's been here before with the double 5. Takes his time once again.
Well, that is a killer moment, because I tell you what, Suljovic had done really well to get him into the position, or get himself into the position that he was in at 1-2-3.
Would have the dart in the final leg.
Well, he's got to be careful here from 2-6-2, of course.
When you're hitting the treble, you don't have to worry about anything whatsoever.
Pulled off the perfect response. Well, it's astonishing, isn't it? Because I mentioned in that match yesterday, he hit 2 180s in that all-important 7th leg, and he's hit 2 180s in this one as well. And is it where the tide turns once more for Mensah Suljovic? As was the case yesterday against Andrew Gilding. He's pulled off a couple of 180s in a key leg, and the tide could be about to turn once more.
Big 17. The double top to go the distance. Quality finishing continues here at the Flanders Darts Trophy. Mensah Suljovic has taken the last 2 legs in 15 and 12 darts.
A very gettable and a very manageable 2-dart combination. But what pressure can Rob Cross apply here, Glenn?
Plenty of pressure. That's what champions do. He leaves himself a 2-dart finish. Mensah Suljovic, tops is never his favourite, but he has to hit the big number. No doubt in his focus and determination. Remember, 5-3 down. What an opportunity.
Mensah Suljovic has not competed in a 3rd round on a European Tour stage this season. He is on the brink of advancing to the final day of action here in Antwerp. He has 2 darts at tops. That was way below the target. Very much out of keeping with what he's been doing so far. Double 10 is also
50.
Fairly wide of the mark, and isn't it ironic? He was 5 from 7 before that. He's now 5 from 9, and Cross can step in and pick up the loose change.
What an opportunity. Rob Cross could have easily had his head go down at one point. He was way behind, but a couple of 140s give him an opportunity. Match, dart, double 8.
67.
Well, match darts have come and gone for both players. Suljovic missing the target on double 20 and double 10. Cross missing double 16 and double 8.
Mensah required 10.
And it's Mensah who steps back up to the plate, looking at 3 clear opportunities at double 5. Rob Cross took out double five earlier on in this one. That seems like a long time ago now. He's splitting this one, however. He's gone for double four. It's a gamble, but it pays dividends for Suljovic. And the comeback king this weekend does it once again. He trailed against Andrew